All right, Alderman Williams is nominated Loretta Johnson. Any other nominations? Alderman Loretta Johnson, do you accept the nomination?
Yes, Mayor.
She accepts, so by acclamation, I would like to announce that Loretta Johnson, I'm sorry, all nominations are closed? Closed? Okay. With that, by acclamation, I would like to announce that Ms. Loretta Johnson will serve as the President of the Board of Aldermen for 2025.
Mr. Chairman,
Alderwoman Johnson.
if I may, I'd just like to say a few words. First of all, I'd like to thank my fellow board members for entrusting me with such a position. I vow to continue all of the endeavors of our mayor. We have a lot here in Dellwood to be proud about and to continue, and I look forward to doing such. I thank my mayor especially for the leadership that he has exhibited. And I'd like to say that Dellwood now, to me, in my opinion, we're mimicked all through North County, and we have one of the strongest mayors in this area. He needs to be acknowledged as such. Whereas, if you look at the other areas in North St. Louis County, we are leading in every curve. You know, this is record, it's not just me talking. So I am very proud of that. So that's something that I would like to highlight during my tenure as president of the board. I'm gonna make sure that this mayor gets the props that he deserves, that he's earned. And I thank you for the nomination.
Very good. Yeah.
Your gift card is in the mail, by the way. All right, we're going to go into our business reports for our meeting. Looking for approval of minutes, April 14, 2025. Looking for a motion. Motion made by Alderman Williams, for a second. Second by Alderman Holt. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Approval of warrants for April, May 2025. The amount $317,640.23. Need a motion? Motion made by Alderman Williams, there a second? Second by Alderman Wilkins. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. We'll go into a quick mayor's report, just some things that I worked on or did this past month. Okay, on April 18th, I had a meeting with the new owner over at the old Save-A-Lot Plaza. He's making a lot of changes in there. He's got a lot of new businesses. We had a discussion about putting something where the Save-A-Lot once was. My request was either Ruler's Food or Trader Joe's. So we're working on trying to make that happen. He's very open to that. So he's making those contacts, those individuals now, to see if they can come in there. April 19th, we had our Easter egg hunt at the Dellwood Rec Center. We're scheduled to be outside, but we moved it indoors, and it was a very successful event. On April 21st, I attended a ribbon cutting for the new Associated Bank that's also in that plaza that we discussed. Very exciting bank, very nice bank. Spent $1.1 million in renovations to that facility. So if you get a chance, please go visit Associated Bank, which is in that plaza, the old Save-A-Lot Plaza. On April 23rd, unfortunately, I attended the services of one of our longtime residents, Ms. Sarah Estelle, who was an active member of our Dellwood Senior Group. It was April 23rd at Granbury Mortuary. On May 2nd, I attended a ribbon cutting for Red Circle. They have a new facility in the city of Ferguson that will concentrate on the arts, and I attended that ribbon cutting on May the 2nd. Also, I attended another unfortunate funeral service on May 9th for our longtime Dellwood 60+ club member, Mary Hendricks. And then on May 10th, we had our annual Mother's Day event. So that would be my report at this moment. At this time, we go to item J in board announcements. If there are none, we go to item K and item A, new business. City Administrator Report, Terry Wilson.
Thank you, Mayor. And once again, congratulations to everyone re-elected and sworn in. Welcome all of our guests and and residents that are attending today. I'm gonna run through my report real quick. So for code enforcement, it was very busy. We did what we call a grass blitz on Thursday and Friday, because we know it's a lot of high grass, we know it's had a lot of rain, but we sent out about approximately 46 high grass letters. And so if they aren't compliant this week, they will get citations. We issued out about 26 citations last month for various things. We had 22 total inspections for the month. And also we have some property sales that I'm going to announce, but I also want to talk about, so it'll be two things. So I'll talk about how these property sales affected our 30% rental ordinance as well. But 1929 sold for 144, 10144 Dell Ridge sold for 148, 10331 Chesley sold for 144, 10341 Pearson sold for 115, 79 South Floridale sold for 139, and 330 North Floridale sold for 125, and 1534 sold for St. Ives. And these are all homeowners, so this isn't rental. And so as people move out of rental property, we update our list of the 30% rental. As you know, we're trying to get every block down to 30% or less as it relates to rental. And so the sale on Prior brought the 1900 block down from 45% to 36%. The sale on Dell Ridge brought it down from 41% to 38%. On Chesley, it brought it down from 41% to 33%. On Pearson, the sale brought it down from 53% to 46%. And then on South Floridale, brought it down from 40% to 20%. It's only 5 houses on that block. On North Floridale went from 65% to 60%, and St. Ives went from 21% to 15%. So we're getting that number down, and we're creating a lot of homeowners, and the houses are selling for decent prices. So the property value is going up as well. Also, just a quick reminder that if you do have a dumpster, or if you see somebody that have a dumpster, they should have a permit, and the permit fee is $50, and the dumpster shouldn't be out there longer than 14 days. So if you do see a dumpster, give me a call, let me know, so I can look into that as well. You can also do your residential complaints online. We have a very healthy website. I check those complaints daily, so make sure you go online if you have any complaints. It literally says report issue. When you go on the website, you scroll down in the middle of the website, it says report issues. So make sure you do that. And last but not least, we have hired a new public works laborer. He'll start May 19th. And so that brings our department to full staff just in time for grass cutting season. And with that being said, that is my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Any reports from the administrator? Any questions? I'm sorry.
See,
No, it's long enough. Item B, police report. Famous Lieutenant Thompson.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to everybody who got reelected. For the month of April, we had 46 alarm calls, 2 assaults, 4 accidental injuries, 23 auto accidents, 1 burglary, 17 check the welfares, 11 disturbance calls, 4 stolen vehicles, 12 larceny reports, 2 ordinance violations, 6 property damages, 3 sudden deaths, 47 sick cases, 11 suspicious persons, 4 calls for shots heard, and 1 call for an actual shooting, 17 suspicious vehicles, 288 traffic citations was written, 10 parking citations, 5 911 hangups. And that's my report.
Any questions for Lieutenant Thompson?
Okay, then we had neighborhood watch this past Tuesday, and it was a representative from the Epworth Children and Family Services that came in and did a presentation. We had a total of 8 citizens that attended, 3 officers, and the speaker himself.
Any questions for Lieutenant? Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Next is Deborah Burke's report. I know Kelvin's not here. Do you have the report?
yes, sir. I have it.
Okay.
I'll make it brief, Mayor. All right, this is the rec center report. There were seven rentals in the main lobby. We had 8 rentals for the park just opened the weekend of Easter. Also, we had 31 new memberships, bringing the total memberships to 396. For the month of April, we generated $9,766, bringing our yearly total to $29,716. On April 19th, we had the annual, the mayor talked about the Easter egg hunt. We also had the spring concert with Master E.T. performing at the skate park. On the 26th, we hosted the DEA National Take Back Day. This past Saturday was the Mother's Day event. We will resume our 3-on-3 Midnight Madness basketball on May 23rd. The Redbird Rookie registration closed last week, and we have 108 boys and girls signed up. Also, basketball remains strong on the weekends, and we are still accepting applications for the Dellwood Dolphins football team. We need coaches as well. Summer camp begins June 2nd. That's the report from Kevin.
Any questions for the administrator on the recreation report? If not, we'll go and have an ordinance tonight, which is a formality when we have our code book. It's something we have to do annually. So this time, the clerk please give bill number BL-2025-1 is reading by title only.
An ordinance revising, adopting, and enacting a code book setting forth ordinances for the city of Dellwood, Missouri, providing for the repeal of certain ordinances not included therein, except as hereby expressly provided, providing penalty for the violation thereof, and providing when this ordinance shall become effective.
At this time, clerk, can you give a bill number BL-2025-01 its second reading?
An ordinance.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for a motion to give bill number BL-2025-01 its second reading. Motion made by Alderman Williams. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Melton. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Williams. Yes. Alderwoman Johnson. Yes. Alderman Robinson. Yes. Alderwoman Melton. Yes. Alderwoman Wilkins. Alderwoman Artis.
Yes.
Alderman Holt. Yes. Motion passed.
Second reading, please.
An ordinance revising, adopting, and enacting a code book setting forth ordinances for the city of Dellwood, Missouri, providing for the repeal of certain ordinances not included therein, except as herein expressly provided, providing for the manner of amending such ordinances, providing penalty for the violation thereof, and providing when this ordinance shall become effective.
Okay, this time I'd like to give, have a motion to give bill number BL-2025-1 into adopt into ordinance number ORD 01-2025. Motion made by Alderman Williams, or second. Second by Alderman Melton. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Williams.
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderman Robinson. Yes. Alderwoman Melton. Alderwoman Wilkins. Yes. Alderwoman Artis.
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. That concludes the business portion of our meeting. Right now, we go to item N, public portion. If you have any public comments, please state your name, address, and your public comment at the podium.
Laverne Mahoney, 50 South Floridale. First of all, I'd like to congratulate my Alderman Johnson. Congratulations on your new appointment as president. You are a great mayor, so I know you're going to be a great president as well. I wanted to thank Terry. I called him this morning about the high grass, only for him to inform me that he was already one step ahead of the game. And I appreciate that. Mayor Jones, you know I am about the high grass around my house, so I'm grateful for that. And thank the city also for taking care of the property that they have back there. Last but not least, you guys do a great job in dealing with the city of Dellwood. When I'm out and about, people that don't even live in Dellwood, they're talking about the great things that you guys are doing. So I'm glad that you guys were reelected to your position, or as you were appointed by the mayor. but it's a good thing to be in the city of Dellwood, especially now with everything that's going on. It's good to see that Dellwood is still moving on. And last but not least, I wanted to thank Mr. Williams. He's doing a great job up there at the rec center. And I know he works all type of hours, so he's not able to be here, but he said he does watch the YouTube. So I just want to give him a shout out.
Thank you for your comment.
Yes.
Any other public comments? Some of y'all are new, you can just say anything that you would like to say, no matter what that is. Anyone?
Yeah.
That was appropriate.
Said anything.
Let me see that.
Good evening. My name is Alderwoman Maya Washington. I was recently elected for the city of Kinloch, and here is also Alderwoman Marty Peoples, who was also recently elected for the city of Kinloch. I want to say that I would like to say that Dellwood is an inspiration. Mayor Jones, I've seen you personally working in Dellwood, meeting with residents, like you literally care about Dellwood, and it definitely shows. I remember when Alderwoman Wilkins ran her for the very first time, and I was there working with her hand in hand. You guys are really an inspiration, which is also part of the reason why I ran Alderwoman again. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, that's nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mayor Jones and all women and men, persons. I'm a little nervous.
That's okay.
I'm used to this. My name is Martha Peebles. I'm a longtime resident of Kinloch. For the past 5 years, I've been the treasurer for the Kinloch Fire Protection District. And I will piggyback off of Alderwoman Washington about the passion and the movement and going forward in Dellwood, all the progress that's been made. And it is inspiration for me now. Many of you have heard about Kinloch. Oftentimes, what you hear is not positive. They say it's a dumping ground. No one lives there. No one cares. Well, we do care, and this is why Alderwoman Washington and I stepped to the plate. We want to transform the narrative. Kinloch is not a dead city. We're going to work, roll our sleeves up, and move forward. We want to get those things up behind. But I believe your city is a model for us, for what you have here in Dellwood. And I want to give a shout out to Attorney Gray, because he's also our attorney for the fire district as well. It's good to see you. And thank you all for what you're doing, in a community that looks like us for everyone, but you care about your people. Now, Mr. Washington and I, we get boots on the ground. We knock on every door for every resident. We bang on doors Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, like the police, woke everybody up. We did. And every resident that will open the door, we spoke to them. And with a collective voice of everyone that we had, they want hope and they want change. And you're looking at hope and change.
Amen.
Hope and change. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Awesome.
So you know, I also serve on the St. Louis Park Foundation Board, and that foundation is responsible for redeveloping parks, assisting St. Louis County redeveloping their parks. Kinloch is our project, so we're in the process. I don't know if you know it now, but that park in Kinloch is about to be totally redone. It's about $2 million is being poured into that.
Absolutely, yes.
And so we've been working on that for a couple of years. So that whole area is gonna definitely be changed. So you guys coming in right on time, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna start happening. So congratulations on it.
Thank you so much, and we're excited about the renovation of the Kinloch City Park.
Yeah.
It's under construction right now. A
Yes,
lot of
ma'am.
great work, and we just want our neighborhoods to thrive and look like those other communities. We want the same thing.
Yes, ma'am.
We pay personal property tax. Our dollars to count, and we, as residents, they're entitled to know how their dollars are being spent.
That's
Right.
And if you have an annual operating budget of so much, there is no reason why our city is in the condition that it's in. But again, you're looking at hope and change, hope and change.
Amen. Very nice.
Do you have any other public comments? Any other public comments? Well, I'll make a statement, just closing out with a comment. I would like to thank my family, who's in full force here today. Family and cousins, brother. Definitely couldn't say anything, do anything about my wife back there who puts up with all this work that I do. You know? And I like the support that she gives me is I just can't say that thank her enough for putting up, allowing me to serve other people. You know, when you serve in this role, you're not doing it by yourself. You know, what I'm doing definitely affects her and affects my household. And so I'm just so glad that I have a partner who, and she will tell you when she's tired of it.
All right.
Don't get me wrong. But she supports me and supports what's going on. One of my sons is back there. Brother, cousins, nieces. I got people here. Just thank you all for coming out and supporting. Today is actually the 2-year anniversary of my mom's death.
Wow.
And so this is a positive situation today that kind of helps with dealing with this situation. So I want to thank my family for supporting me today.
Amen. Now. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
We had a bunch of supporters. And there was the other day, Angela Wilkins was a part of our coalition group. I didn't know she was a cousin.
Yeah.
But she said Wilkins, I'm like, wow, I know a whole bunch of Wilkins. And she's like, yeah, my dad's Larry.
Okay.
So, I want to shout out to you. Thank you for how you helped us galvanize and you made it happen for us. And thank you so much for all the group.
Okay, if there's no other public comments, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So,
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all ain't been that fast all night. Hold on. Motion made by Alderman Artis. Second by Alderman Melton. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, the same sign. Meeting is adjourned and food is coming in the door.